This is the Planning Commission. Chris is going to, by the way, welcome Chris Hancock to the board. He's going to read our statement.
This is a public hearing, and we are the Putnam County Planning Commission. We are designated the local planning agency for the county as described under Title 11, Chapter 163 of the Florida Statutes, and we function under the authority of Articles 11 and 12 of the Putnam County Land Development Code. The primary responsibility of this commission is to serve as an advisory body to hear and make recommendations to the Board of County Commissioners on matters related to provisions of and proposed amendments to the Putnam County Comprehensive Plan and Putnam County Land Development Code. The members of the committee will review each application and make a recommendation to the Board of County Commissioners at the regularly scheduled meeting on March 28, 2023. Procedurally, we will call each case by name and number. A member of the staff will then briefly explain to us the nature of each request. We will take comments from the applicant or their representative, followed by any public comments concerning the request. Please direct all comments or statements to the commission and not to other people in the audience. Before speaking, we will ask each person to be recognized to come forward to the lectern and identify his or herself by name and address. After all persons wishing to speak have been heard, we will entertain a motion from the commission. This motion will be voted on by the commission members and become our recommendation to the Board of County Commissioners. The Board of County Commissioners will make the final determination regarding the application. The first case to be heard is to be considered is PUD 22-002.
Before we get started with that, I just need to ask if there's anyone here that has had any ex parte communication related to this case that you need to disclose. No for me also. Okay.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. This is PUD 22-002, MA Tires PUD. The application is the amendment zoning map to PUD. The applicant is Mark Arbello. The agent is Robert Morgan, PE. The parcel is a 5.56 acre parcel located south on US Highway 17 in Crescent City. The request is to rezone there's two parcels, rezone the parcels from commercial light C1 and agricultural AG to planned unit development for the construction of a tire change facility. The proposed PUD rezoning consists of two vacant parcels currently at the moment. One parcel is 4.36 acres and the second parcel is 0.83 acres. Both parcels abut South Highway 17 and have commercial light C1 zoning just along that portion of Highway 17 on the front of both parcels. The southern portion of the parcels maintain an agricultural zoning designation. I imagine that was to encourage commercial development along that corridor. The current zoning designation does not allow for the passenger vehicle service limited to tire, battery, and oil change use category. Parcels within the parcel currently maintains a commercial feature land use category, which would allow for this specified commercial operation. This segment of South Highway 17 consists of large nodal areas of contiguous commercial land use and commercial zone properties that foster various neighborhood commercial uses. And there is surrounding residential to the west and to the east. Oh, is it not showing up to me? Give me 1 second. We're having some technical difficulties. I have the maps pulling up here soon, and I want to make sure you guys get to see those. Madam Chair, if you want to take a 2-minute break, we can, until we get this fixed, I can go back into the presentation or.
Okay, that's fine.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
they don't need to talk about that
Okay.
amongst themselves.
Okay. He says we don't need to talk about that. He can ask during the questioning section. Okay.
I'll go ahead and continue without you won't be able to see the PowerPoint presentation, but you do have the staff reports in front of you. When we get to the map section, that's pretty much what I wanted to, some elaboration on, so whenever.
Okay, is there anybody that needs a copy of the? Okay, proceed.
Okay, thank you. So if you can look at the aerial maps within your staff report, the aerial consists of 2 parcels, approximately 5.5 acres. We were not provided with a survey, so therefore we provide with legal descriptions that would that this rezoning would adhere to. There are 2 parcels. They're both located within a high aquifer recharge area, which is a protected zone. However, if the impervious surface ratio coverage, the impervious coverage is not more than 35%, these certain protections would not apply. However, the applicant has agreed to provide stormwater retention area to filter back into that recharge area and replenish that water without the pollutants. The future land use of the area is commercial. To the west is rural residential, and to the east is agriculture. Across the street and further west along the highway is mostly predominantly commercial land use. As you can see, the 2 parcels consist of 2 zoning districts along the corridor there. It's C1 or commercial light, and then the southern portion is agriculture. So the current zoning designation of C1 and agriculture does not allow for the tire change facility. Per section 4572 and 4581 of the Land Development Code, the agriculture and commercial light zoning designation don't allow for the requested use. The tire change facility is a permissible use in the C2 zoning. However, as mentioned before, the parcels are located within an area of high aquifer recharge. Therefore, it was determined that the rezoning to a PUD was a more suitable zoning district to further mitigate potential impacts on this area. Furthermore, site design, we had suggested the applicant put all structures and parking outside of the aquifer recharge zone, and so that would require reduced setbacks, which they have proposed 10-foot setbacks, so we could design the site in a manner that would not affect the aquifer recharge area. Additional mitigation for increased traffic or compatibility issues would be addressed at the DRC stage of the review process. However, staff is not foreseeing any traffic impacts on the surrounding area. but that would be reviewed at DRC. We are recommending approval of the request. The applicant is here, and staff is here to answer any additional questions.
Are there any questions for staff? Now you can ask them.
Not within the staff report. As long as we have the correct legal descriptions and surveys, that's what the rezoning would adhere to. But we can correct that before it gets to the Board of County Commissioners. Yeah, we can do that. The staff report going for the Board of County Commissioners will correct that.
And will you say what you're referring to, Ken? Because we weren't listening to your
I
conversation.
believe it's on the front page, right? Yeah, there's two parcels. One's
Okay.
yeah, we can make that amendment to the staff report. That's fine.
Okay. Would the applicant like to come forward and speak? If you'll come to the podium, state your name and address, please.
And Madam Chair, he forgot his hearing aid. He's hearing impaired, so I'm going to stand next to him and
Okay.
Mark Arbello, 116 North Summit Street in Crescent City, Florida.
Just tell us what you'd like us to know.
Yeah, basically, it's a family business, and I'm just trying to, just grow with the community, as they say. I'm just doing tires. That's all I've been doing for the last 13 years in Crescent City, and that's all I plan on doing. I don't plan on exceeding my health for more work that I don't want. So, other than that, I'm just, and I promise to keep everything nice and clean in the area and stuff like that. I'm just trying to say. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Are there any questions for the applicant? No? Thank you for coming forward. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak for this proposed PUD? State your name and address. Okay.
Those numbers, where did the areas that you're talking about come from? You come up the survey, you got 0.94, 4.441.
yeah, I think we pulled the numbers off the property appraiser data. So at the time, I don't think we have a survey in the file. So we will. Yeah, I'll get with Bob and we'll amend the staff report prior to going to the Board of County Commissioners.
Okay.
Mhm.
No, that's, he's just a family operation, that's all. He just wanted to change tires, he operates out of Crescent City.
Okay.
All right, well,
And Madam Chair,
Is that it?
you have any questions for me?
if I may add something, the applicant provided within their development agreement for the PUD that there would be no oil change facility there due to the high aquifer recharge area.
Aquifer,
It's a sensitive,
okay.
yeah, due to it being an environmentally sensitive area, they were okay with conditioning the PUD that there would be no oil changes or anything of that nature there.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, thank you. Anyone in the audience, any else in the audience who would like to speak either for or against this proposed PUD? Seeing none, is there any discussion among the commission?
Well, I'd just like to make a statement. I go by Mark's place all the time. I've never met the man. He runs a clean operation. I've never seen him change a drop of oil in his shop. And I go by there probably 4 or 5 times a day.
Okay.
No, he keeps it clean. I wish he wouldn't leave Crescent City. I know he wants to build a bigger shop and do more in the community up that way, because they really need something up that way where he's gonna build, so. But he runs a clean shop.
Any other discussion or a motion?
I move that we recommend approval for rezoning PUD 22-002, after the modifications of the 5.35 acres is made.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, I'll call for a vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. All opposed? Nay. Signify by saying nay. Okay, motion carries. Approved. Next order of business, that goes to the county commission on what date, Chris?
The 28th of
March?
March. I got lost in the paper.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, 28th of
March the 28th, this will go to the county commission for their, for them to hear it. Any new business?
I got a pay raise. Y'all didn't get one, you need to see it.
New business is Chris Hancock is newly appointed member for district, what district is that, Chris?
Pardon? District 2.
District 2. So welcome back.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any old business?
Can staff tell us the situation with the race levy?
Yes, the case we heard 2 months ago.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
So the applicants for the racetrack rezone requested that we pull that item from the Board of County Commissioners at the hearing that it was scheduled for. They want to seek the variance approval on the width of the access roads before they move forward with the Board of County Commissioners. I don't know why. So at this point, it's pretty much in limbo. The access widths to access the site itself. They're proposing like an 80-foot access, so I truthfully, I don't know why they've pulled it from the agenda, but that's where it was at. We haven't heard from the applicant since.
So variance will go to the ZBOA.
Correct.
First. Okay. Let's keep your eyes out for that. Any other old business? So last item on the agenda is to approve the minutes. The time that the meeting ended has been modified to reflect when we actually ended at 4:15 p.m. I think it said 6 something previously. Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
I so move.
Motion to approve the minutes and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carries unanimously, and this meeting is adjourned. I don't know when to use this thing, but y'all better look out.